Hello guys, in this video we are going to see about the Zoho round 1 questions that this year has been faced, and this is full of fill in the blanks like that. We don't give any options and you have to write the correct answer in this. So in this, these are the questions. This is the first question, and see here, this is the header file. After that the main function. In this they are given the value of x is 5, and after that the y equals this incrementation, this post incrementation and pre incrementation operations. So we have to guess the output here, and this is where most of them would get confused, because see here in this question there are a lot of pluses in between that. So we have to use the compiler. We will not use any compiler to run it. We have to guess the output without using any compiler. Okay, see here in this first, this value is post incremented. That means it will not be executed there itself. After any operations, then only it will be incremented. So after that, this is pre incrementation. That means the value will be incremented. After that, it will change the value. So we have to guess the output here. So in this, the first value of x will be 5 there. After that, in here it will become 6. After that, it will become 7. 7 will be incremented here only, because this expression order will be based upon the rightmost value. So it will starts from here. So the current x value of 5 will become 6. The next value will become this value. So after that the 6 will become 7. Then it will become 8 when it get back to here. After that it will get back to here. So we have to calculate according to that. So let me open a notepad. So this execution will be starts from the rightmost value. So it will starts from here. So for that, the rightmost x value will become 6. After that it will come here to this next x plus plus, then the 6 value will become 7. So we have to add the x value with 7. So after that it will get back to here. So this value will become 8. So the x value will become 8 here. So after that the leftmost value, this one. So the x value will be changed to 9. Okay, so we have to add all 4 of this. If we add it, then we will get 8 plus 7 15, 15 plus 6 21, and 21 plus 9 30. So this is happens because of the GCC compilers. How it works, because if you basically compile it, you will get 28 instead of 30, but in GCC compiler, while you are using C, it will compile among the rightmost value. So first it will compile here this plus plus x, after that it will move here, after that it will move here, and it will execute this code. So that's how it will add these much values. So 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9, then the value will become 30. So this is the output. It will based on the compiler. So the last x value will become 9. So we got the output as 9, and the y value will become 30. So we have to guess that if the normal value of the normal compiler will give the output of 28. but in C it will be work differently because it will execute among the rightmost value, so you will get 30. So that time this is compiler based, so that time the output will be undefined behavior, because we don't know it will be 28 or 30. So that is mentioned here at it is compiler dependent. So we will move on to the next question here. So in this question they have given a main function, after that they have given the I value as 0. So after that they have given the same incrementation of I. So after that we have to print the I. So we have to check what it is. So same like that, I'll remove this. So after that the current I value will increment through this last value. So for that 0 it is post incremented, so it will become 1. So after that I value will become 2 when it comes here, because it is post incrementation, so it may become 2 or it may become still remains 1. So after that I value will become 3 here, or it may become 1 or become 2, because this is compiler dependent, because the compiler will work independently based on the environment, so that it is also a undefined behavior, because there are multiple modifications are there in this command. So in the sequence of point, this is an undefined behavior for the C compiler. So we will move on to the next question. So this is the third question here. In this question they have given integer a equals 1, b equals 2 and c equals 3. So we have to guess the output based upon here. So in this we will get the output as 2, 3, 4 and 7. So in this here we have the expression of plus and star here. So the star has the higher precedence more than the plus. So we know that first the multiplication will done, after the addition will be done. So based upon that, first we have to do the multiplication. So the current value of A is 1. So after that current value of B is 2. After that C equals 3. These are the current values. So now let us do the calculation here. First we have to do B plus plus star C plus plus. This is what we have to do right now. So it is post incrementation, so nothing will happen. So what we have to do, we have to simply multiply it without incrementing the value. So we will get 6. So this is the value of 6. After doing this, then only it will become 3 and the C value will become 4. So now we have solved this B plus plus star C plus plus. Now we have A plus plus, after that plus 6. So we know that it is also a post incrementation, so we have to add it. So if we add it, we will get the output as 7. After adding, this A value will become 2. So this is the post pick operation. So we will get the output as 7 here, because we are printing the result as 7. So that's it. So we'll move on to the next question. So in this question, see here we have given x equals 10 and y equals, there are two operations there. So let us first run it in the compiler here. So let us open the compiler. So let us run it and check the output. So we got output as 12 and 56. So let me move on to the question. So we got the output as 12 and 56. So let us carry out how it working. So let us remove this value. After that we will see. So in this, the x value is 10, then the y value is we have to calculate. So there are two parentheses in this, one pre-incrementation and this is post-incrementation, x plus plus star 2. In this we have to go from left to right. So for that, first the x value is 10 because it's a post increment, so this will not affect this. So after that the 10 will be incremented by 1, so we will get the x as 11. So 10 star 2 will become 20. Okay. After that it is pre-incrementation, so it will be incremented by 1, so it will become 12. So this is also 12. So 12 times of 3 is 36. So we will get 36. So now if we add both of them, we will get 56. So the y value will become 56. The x value will become 12. So this is the output we got in the C compiler. So 12 is the x value and 56 is the y value. So let us move on to the next question. So this is the fifth question. Once again we run it. Copy this and paste it. So let us try to run it. So we got 8, 7 and 6 and 5. So we will see how it is working. So as I said before, it will print based upon the right to left value, because if you do multiple these operations and at that time it will be worked as an stack based, because stack will be look like a structure like this. Stack will have a structure like this and the operation will be stored like this, I plus plus and I plus plus. So first the I value will be like 6 or something. So 6, 7, 8 and 9. So first if you print, this 9 will be printed, after that it will be removed. So then 8 will be printed, so this 8 will be removed. So after that this 7 will be printed and 6 will be printed. This is how it is printing based on the stack based. So first it will work. So first it will work based on the stack base and it will work in the right to left order. So the rightmost value of I will be 6. After that this is 5 and it is incremented. So the first value of I will become 6. First it is 5. So it is printed and it will be incremented. So the I value will become 6 because it is post incrementation. So after printing it will become 6. Then 6 will be printed. It is incremented by 1. It will become 7. Then 7 will be printed. After that it is incremented to 8. After that 8 will be printed. Then this value will become 9. So this is how it works. It is fully based on right to left on a stack based arguments. So this output will be depend on the convention. So this is also an unexpected behavior because it's worked on a STL based, so it should not work like that. So the answer would be 8765. So let us move on to the next question. So let us run this code. So let's run it. So we got the output 11, 21, 31, after that 30. So see here, the question is given us the A value is 10 and B is 20 and C is 30. So in the stack area, the value of the A will be stored as A++. So that means the A value will now currently 10. After that it is post incremented. After that B value is 20. So it is also post incremented and C also post incremented. But here first it is 10. After storing it will be incremented. Okay. So this is 10 and this is currently 20 and this is currently 30. All of the value will not be changed. After that initialization, then only the value will be changed here. So that time A will be incremented by 1, then we will get 11, and B will be incremented by 1, we will get 21, and C will be incremented by 1, then we will get 31. But in here all of the value is same according to the initialization of 3 values. So based on that we will get 10, 20 and 30. So now based on these 3, the maximum value in this 30 will be stored here. So after that 30 will be stored in X and this normal values will be printed. So this comma evaluates when it will always return the last value before that it stores here. So the last value is C++, so it will be stored inside the X. So let us move on to the next question here. So in this, let us run it. So first see the question here. X value is 5 and Y value is 10. So after that, for storing in Z, they have do multiple incrementation operations. So based on this GCC compiler, it should return 7, 12 and 34. So this is how it works, because in here it will be 5. After doing the incrementation, then only it is incremented. So it is fully based on the right to left. So that time it will become a undefined behavior. So let us see here. It says it is depends on the evaluation. So we will not get the same value. We will get different values, 34 and 29. So that time the output should return 7, 12 and 29. So let us see how it's working. First the value is 5. So then it is incremented to 6. The Y is 10 and it is incremented to 11. So the current value of X will become 7 and Y will become 12, and after that 5 plus 10 and 7 plus 12 we will get 34. So let us run it in the compiler. So we got 7, 12 and 34. So let us move on to the next questions. This is the 8th question. So in this they have given a for loop here and they have given I value is 0 and j value is 10. So if I is less than 5 and j is greater than 5, I have to incremented by 1 and j have to be decremented by 2. So after that we have to print it. So let us see the current value of I is 0 and the current value of j is 10. So in here they have given a for loop. So the condition is first 0 is less than 5, after that 10 is greater than 5. So it is true, so it will be printed. So 0 times of 10 is 0, so 0 will be printed. So 0 will be printed here. So I will be incremented by 1 and j is decremented by 2. So it is 8 here. So 1 is less than 5 will become true and 8 is greater than 5 will become true. So after that we have to print by the multiplication of I and j. So 8 times of 1 will become 8. So after that I will be incremented by 1. So it will become 2. So it is decremented by 2. So the j value is 6 right now. So I value is 2 and j value is 6. So we have to print it by multiplying these two values. So we will get 12. So I value will be incremented then by 1. So it will become 3. J value will be decremented by 2. Then it will become 4. So 3 less than 5 is true and 8 and 4 greater than 5 is false. So that time it is AND operator. So true and false will become false. The output will be the for loop will be terminated here itself. So it will print 0, 8 and 12. So this is where the loop stops. So we will move on to the next question. Before that we will run it once again. So we will check the output here. So let's paste it. We got the output as 0, 8 and 12. So let us see next question. So the next question is, we have given x equals 1 and x is less than 100. We have to multiply it by 2 every times. That means it will go to the power of the 2 because it is multiplying by 2 every times. Then it will become 2 power 0, 2 power 1, like that it will move on. So let us see how it works. So first we'll check the output and we will print it. Before that we will see the iteration here. The x value is 1 and 1 less than 100, it is true. So the x value will be multiplied by 2, so x will become 2. So again 2 less than 100 is true, it is multiplied by 2 and it will become 4. So let us give like that, so we will know how it changed. So x value will become 4, so it is incremented by, it is multiplied by 2, so it will give 8. After that it will become 8 and 8 will be multiplied by 2, 16. After 16 it will become 32. So it will print it, the x value will become 32. After that 64. So now it will be incremented to 64 now. So now it is 128. So this time the loop will be false. But before that this value will be incremented to 128. So it will be printed. So x value will store 128, then 128 will be printed. So let us run this code here. So we should get 128. We got the output as 128. So these are the basic first level of questions that has been asked by Zoho this year recently. So we will not provided with any options. We have to find the answer ourselves only. It will be like full of fill in the blanks. So this is the question here. So in this they have given the A value is 5 and B value is 10. So after that the C value is changes depends on it. the iteration. So here a plus 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 b minus 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 a and plus b minus minus. So we have to guess the output here. So let us see. In this we have having the input, the a value is 5 and b value is 10. After that find the c. So let us calculate it here. The current value of a is 5 and b is 10. So after that in C we have to find the operations. So based on this, first a value is 5. So 5 plus 11 minus 5 plus 11. So this is how it is. So let us see how it's working, because here we got a value is 5. After that the b value is 10 and it is pre-incremented. So we will get 11 here. After that minus, we will get minus minus a. So that time we will get 4 here. We will still get 5 here because the value will be pre-incremented. So after that the value of b is 11 here because it is post incremental. But we can calculate in one more another way, is that calculating it from reverse. So in this we might be confused. So we have to calculate in the reverse order as well. So let us calculate it. So first the value of b is 10 here and it will be decremented, so it will become 9. So before that we have to pre-decrement, so that time it will become 4. So after that minus, then we will calculate b. The b value is 9 and it will be incremented by 1, so it will become 10 here. So this is a plus operator. So after that we have to increment this by 5. So here this is also calculated like this. So it is an undefined behavior here. So the complex thing is the a is 5 and it is incremented and it will become 6. Then b value will be pre-incremented, so it is 11. So a value is currently 5 and it will not be pre-incremented. So 5 minus 11 minus 55 plus 11 and the value is 22. Okay, we got here this value. So the minus 5 plus 5 will become 0. So then we got the output as 22. So let us try to run it and get the output what the C compiler gives here. We copy it. So let me paste here. So then we run. So we got the output as 22 here. So the current value of C will become 22 based upon the precedence operator, because we have two variables here instead of one. If we have single variable and you will do multiple incrementation and pre-incrementation and pre-decrementation, then it will become a undefined behavior. But if you are having more than one variable and you are doing different operations based upon that, so that time you will be doing, if they have same level of precedence, we will be going from left to right, because this is a plus operator and minus operator, we will get 22 in here. So we got 22 here. So let me move on to the next question. So in this question, they are given I value is 0 and they didn't give any initialization for I. So before that they have given it. So then I less than 5, they have declared it as a global instead of the local variable. So after that I less than 5 and I plus plus. So if I value is 2, then I value will be incremented by 1 and it will be continued. That means that specific loop will be skipped. So first we'll see how it works. So let us see here. The I value is 0. Then it will get into the for loop. 0 less than 5 is true. So it will check 0 equals to, it is false. So it will print 0. After that I will be incremented by 1. So 1 less than 5 is true. So 1 equals 2 is false. So then 1 is also printed. So after that I value will become 2. So 2 less than 5 is true or false. So it is true. So it is come into the loop. So when it come into the 2, so what it happens, the I will be incremented by 1. So the current value of I will become 3 here. So after that it will skip it. So after doing it, this one more incrementation will be done. So that means I value will become 4. This is one incrementation. This for loop I plus plus is also one more incrementation. So 4 less than 5 is true, 4 will be printed. It is incremented by 5. So 5 less than 5 will be false. So this is the output, it will be printed. So let us try to run it. So let us run it here. So we got the output 0, 1 and 4. Because when it reaches 2, this IV will be incremented by 2 times. So that time it will move on to 4. So that's why it is skipped the value of 3. So let us see the next question here. So this is the 12th question. So they have given the value of left shifts and the right shifts. So it is nothing but the binary operator. If you do left shift, so that means you have left shift means you have to multiply a value with the 2 power of n. Okay, you have to multiply a value with the 2 power of n. So if you do right shift, then that times you have to divide by 2 power of n. So divide by 2 power of n. So this is how you will be get the value. So they have given 0 ff, that means 0 xff. It is a binary value that we have given. It can be converted into binary of 8 times of 1. This is the binary value of this. So after that, this is the x value. So if you calculate it, you will get 255. So after that, 255 left shift by 4. The x value left shift by 4. So if you do the left shift, then you have to calculate the current 255 by the 2 power of n. So you will get the value of 4080. That means if you calculate this in a binary digits, you will be left shifted by 4 digits. So that time 8 ones and 4 zeros. This value is being left shifted, pushed by 4 digits of 0. So this is how it goes. And if you do right shift, so that time there are 8 zeros will be there, but it is right shifted by 2. So that times 2 digits will be moved on. So that time you will get the output as 00 here. So this, if you convert this to number, so that time you will get the output of, let me change this first, 4080 right shift by 2. So that time you will get 1020. So what you have to do is you have to calculate with these two formulas. Divide by 2 power of n and multiply by 2 power of n. F shift means you have to multiply the current 255 with 2 power 4. So you will get 4080. So let me open calci here. So you have to first find 2 power of 4. That means 4 times. So if you multiply it, you will get 16 here. So you have to multiply this 16 with 255. Then you will get 4080, this value. Then you have to divide with 2 power 2, you will get 4. So divide by 4, you will get 1020. So this is the value of the current code they have given. They are given in a binary format, 0xFF hexadecimal. So the value of 0xFF is 255. So let us move on to the next question here. So in here they have given A value is 10 and B value is A++ with some additions. So let us see. So the A value is currently 10. After that they have given the B. B value is A++ plus A++ plus A++. So let us calculate it here. So in this we will see first the A value is 10. Okay, so let us do this here. B equals 10. So this value will be incremented by 1. After the incrementation it will become 11. So it will become 12. So then the current value is 12, but the value of A will become 13. So if you add these two, you will get 33 here and 13 as the A value. So let us try to run this. So we got A value was 13 and B value was 33. So let us move on to the next question. So they have given x value is 5 and x+++++++. So this is what we need to do here. So let us try to print it first. So let us open it. We got 12 here. First, the value of 5 is 5. Value of x is 5. So let me explain here. Let me open notepad here. Oops. Okay, let me open notepad here. In this, the current value of x is 5. After that, the x value is 5 and the x value will be changed to 6. After that, plus x means it will be pre-incremented. So the x value will be incremented by 1. We will get 5 plus 7, it is 12. So on the comparer, we got the 12. So this, the value, the output is 12 here. So we will move on to the next question. So in this question, the value of a is 1. So after that, they have given a loop I from 0 to 0 less than 5. So that means this loop will run 5 times, because it will start from 0 and it will end at 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 5 times. So the value of a is first 1. So the value of current a should be 2 power 5. Okay, because we will be multiplying the same value. So first time it will become 2, the second time it will become 4, and the third time, so let me write here. So first it is 2, then 4, 8 and 16, 32. So this should be like that. So it will only run 5 times. So the fifth time it will become 32. Okay. So let me move on to the next question. So in the second question, it will be full of pointers. Okay, because the current pointer is storing the value of second index, the element 3. Okay, so now if you negative by 1, it will move on to this pointer. So it will print, it will store 2 here, and the current pointer is here. So it will plus 1 means this pointer 4. So 2 plus 4 will return 6 here. Okay, first this array plus 2 means this value will be, the index value is 2 here. So this is stored in the pointer. So the pointer minus 1 means it will move backward once. So we will see here in this, it will starts from 0, that means the 10th value, array of 0, the value 10 will be pointed here. So then see the structure here. So 10, 20, 30 and 40. So let me remove this. So this is the basic array structure. So the pointer points in the first one. So it will use us 10 here. So let us run it. So I should copy this. So let us run it. So we got the value of 60 here, because the pointer moves from this position to this position. So we will get 60 here. So let us see here. This is the 18th question. In this is triple pointers. The x is having 10, and the pointer p is storing the address of the x. That means address to this value. So now we will see this pointer to the q. So that means this pointer will points to this pointer. So this pointer will points to this pointer. This is the pointer to the pointer. If you dereference it 3 times, you will get 10. If you do 2 times, you will get the address of this. If you dereference 1 time, you will get address of the queue. So if you dereference 3 times, you will get the final value 10. So this is how the pointers dereferencing is working. So let us move on to the next question. So here we have an array, the structure of 5 to 25. So on this, the pointer is storing at the array of 4. That means this final element 25, because the 4 is nothing but the index value. If you start from here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth index is storing 25. So the current pointer is pointing to that value 25. So pointer minus 2 means it will go backside 2 times. So you will get the value of 15 here. So this is store the value of 15 here. So after that p minus 4 means once 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will get the first value. So 15 plus 5 will return 20 here. Okay. So this is based on the pointers, and it is reducing the pointer by 2 times and reducing the pointer by 4 times. So we will move on to here. So in this we got the output as I for this program. In here there is a string, and the string is storing hello here, and the pointer is given to this character array, that is string. So in this they have given pointer plus 3 and minus 3. So here pointer plus 3 means what is happening, it is storing to the third index, that means this one, this L. After that you are decrementing minus 3, that means the current ASCII value of L is 108. The ASCII value of character is 108, and minus 3 you will get 105. So the ASCII value of 105 is small I. So that's why we got the output as I. So the string third is this L, the third index, that is the second L, that is in the hello. So if this is the pointer, but this is subtracting the ASCII value. This minus 3 is subtracting the ASCII value. Then we are getting small I in the output. So next we will move on to the next question here. So in this question, this is main class. After that we have an array with a size of 3 with 3 values. In this we have a pointer to the first element, that is 20. Then the pointer increased with the value of 100. That means you are assigning the current value with 100. You are not assigning to the next value because it is post incrementation. So it is 100 currently, and the pointer will move here. So you will get 10, 100 and 200. So this is the output currently, 10, 100, 200. So we will move on to the next question. So in this we are having an array. In this array there are 5 elements. So in this array the pointer to array plus 3 is nothing but the third element, that is 0, 1, 2, 3. That means the 4. 4 is here. After that the array plus 1, that is the first index 2. So 4 minus 2 is 2. So we got the output 2. So let us move on to the next question. So there are 3 questions. X value is 5, Y value is 10 and Z value is 15. So in this there is a pointer array we are creating, and there are 3 variables, that is storing the address of this value. That means it is storing the exact value of this array. So if you do array of 0, that means it should return 15 here, because this is the value of z to the array of index 0 is array of index 0. It is storing z value, that is 15. After that 2, that means storing the value of x, that is 5. So 0 plus 2, the index of value storing 0 and 2 is 15 plus 5. So we will get the output as 20. So let us run it in the compiler. So let us check here. So run it. So we got the output 20. So let us move on to the next question. So in this question, we have a two-dimensional array with 2 rows and 3 columns. There are 2 arrays with storing 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6 inside a array. So the 2D array is nothing but basically a array inside another array. So the pointer is showing the 0 of 0, that means the first element, 0th row, 0th column, that is 1. So the pointer will be incremented by 4. So this is where the most people will be confused here. So in this question, the value is 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. So the pointer plus 0 is this one. The pointer plus 2 means the pointer plus 0 is this. The pointer plus 1 is this 2. And the pointer plus 3 is, pointer plus 2 is this 3. And pointer plus 3 is this 4. And pointer plus 4 is this. And pointer plus 5 is this. So we got pointer plus 4. That means this 5. So we will get the output as 5. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the fourth element, that is 5, will be printed. So let us run it. So we got the output as 5. So let us move on to the next question here. So in this question, there is an array with elements 100, 200 and 300. In this, there is a pointer that is pointing to the first element in the array. So here you are incremented the pointer, and after that you are again incrementing and adding the value. So let us see here what's happening here is that this pointer refers to this 100. So this 100 is incremented by 1, but before that the current value is 100. Okay, the current value of this pointer is 100, the first element. So first the array of 0 is 100. They are adding 100, but after that it will be incremented by 1. So it will become 101 here in the stack area. After that you are adding the same thing and incrementing it by 1. So in the stack area it will become 102, and you are adding 100 plus 101, so you will get 201. So let us run it. So we got the output 201. So let us move on to the next question. So in this question, they have given pointer to a string. They have named this as Zoho. So in here, this is the pointer, that is they are incrementing the pointer value with 1. Okay, this current string is storing Zoho here, and they are adding it by, the string is pointed to the value z, that is storing the ASCII value of 90 here. So this string plus 1, that means it points to this O, it will move on to the next pointer. So this current value of this pointer is pointing to this value of O, and this pointer is pointing to the Z. So let us copy it and paste it in the compiler, so we will know the output here. So let us run it. So we got the output as 21. So why? Because the ASCII value of capital Z is 90 and the ASCII value of small o is 111. So if you subtract 111 minus 90, you will get 21. So that is the output we are getting here. So this pointer is pointing to the O and this pointer is pointing to the Z. That means this is the 0th index and this is the first index. So we got the output 21. So here this is the question with the array and this pointer is pointing to the value in a second index. That means it is pointing to the 15. So the pointer minus 2 means it will get back to here and 5 plus if it is pointer plus 1, that means it will move step by 1, and if it is minus 2 it will get back by 2 steps, so it will be 5 and the current value is 15. So 15 it will move by 1 index, so we will get 20 and 20 plus 5 we will get 25. So let us run it to check the output. So if I run it, we got the output 25. So let us move on to the next question here. So in this question, they have given the value of x is 50 and the pointer to the element x is 50. That means this pointer is holding the value of 50. So after that, they are multiplying the pointer equals pointer star 2. That means this pointer will store the current value and it is multiplied by 2. So that means if you are using the pointer, that time this will be dereference. Dereference means this value will be directly implied here instead of the index. So then the x value will become 100. So 50 times of 2 will become 100. We got the output as 100. So let me move on to the next question. Before that, we will run it in the compiler. So if I run it, I will get 100. So we will see the next question. We got the array of size 5 with elements 1 to 5. So they are given the array plus 2, that means the second index, it will be pointed to the value 3. So now the pointer is pointing to the value 3. So after that, this is pointer is incremented by 1. Before that it is post increment. So the value will be 3. Then the pointer will be moved to this 4. Then 3 plus 4 will be 7. But the pointer will be pointing to 5 now. But the output is 7. So we got the output 7. So let us run it in the compiler. So the output is 7. So let us move on to the next question. They are given an array. In this array, they are given a pointer to the first element, that is 10. So same like here, but here they are incrementing. The pointer is pointing to 10 here. They are pre-incrementing, so the pointer will move to 20. After that, it will still remain in 20 because it is post increment, but it will move on to 30. So we should get the output as 40. So let us copy it and paste it. So it says 22. So let us see here. they are incrementing the value instead of pointers. So that means, let us move on to here. Once again, the pointer is pointing to 10. They are incrementing the array of 0 value, that is the 10 will become 11 here. So it is 11. Now the value is 11. So after that, they are post incrementing, so it will be still 11. The pointer value will be 12. So we got the value as 11 plus 11, 22. So this is 22 here. So let us move on to the next question. So they have given a string named as test. In this string, they have given us pointer with the second index. That means 0, 1, 2, it is pointing to s. So if it is s minus 1, it will point to e. So e plus 1, the ASCII value has to be printed here because the value is pointing to e here now. So the ASCII value of e is 111 because a is 97, b is 98, and C is 99, and D is 100, and E is 101. So for the ASCII value of E is 101. So after that, 101 is 102. So we should get output as F because they are printing a character. So if it is D, we will get the value of integer. If it is C, we will get the character. So we got the character as F. So they have again given a 2D array. So in this array, 3 rows, 3 columns. So they have given array plus 2 pointer, and in here array plus 2 will be the array is pointing to the row 0. That means this row. After that, array plus 2 is moving on to the second. That means this row, the 7, 8, 9, this row. So after that, it is make this as a pointer array. So after that, we are given array of 2, 0 is the array. So in here, if you add by 1, the pointer will be moved. The pointer is initially here. For this expression, this is pointing to this array. So now it is incremented by 1. So now it is initially pointed to the first element of the array. So it is moved by 1 element. So we will get 8 here. So the output should be 8. So we got the output as 8. For this array plus 2, it is pointing to the 0. This pointing to the every array inside the array. So 0, 1, 2 means the last array. So within here, we are adding the array element plus 1. That means the pointer will be initially pointed to here. So then it will be incremented by 1 means it will move on to here. So we will get the output as 8. So let us move on to the next question. Before that, we will print it here. So let us run it. So we got the output as 8. So let us move on to the next question. The A value is 100 and B value is 200, and here the pointer is pointing to the value A, and this pointer is pointing to the value, this pointer is pointing to the value X, and this is pointing to the value Y, 100 and 200. So they are using a temporary variable to store this pointer. That means they are storing 100 here. After that, so let me make store of here. So currently the temporary variable is storing 100. So then the P is storing Q. That means 200. So now Q is storing 100. So if they are printing X and Y, it should return the pointer P is 100. So it should return 200 and 100. So it is 200 and 100. So they are swapping the two variables. So let us move on to the next question here. In this question, they have given an array. In this, they have given some element 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. So currently the pointer is initially with the first element. If they are adding with 3, it will point to the third index 0, 1, 2, 3. That means it is pointing to the value 8. So 8. So that means this pointer is 3. 3 minus 1 will become 3 minus 1 will become 2 here. So this is pointing to 6 right now. So 6 multiplied by 2 will return 12. So let us move on to the next question here. So in this, they are given an array with the value of 1 to 5. In this, they have given array of, what we have to print is, first, what is the array of 1? We have to check from the inside. So the array of 1 is 2. So let us decompose it here. First, we will decompose the inside. So array of 1 is 2 here. So array of 1. So instead of this array of 1, I can make it as 2. So now the array of 2 is 3. So it should print 3 here. So let us see here. It is printing 3. So let us run it. So we got the output 3. So let us move on to the next question. This is the third set. In this section, we will be having string and characters. So we got a string that is A, B, C. So we are iterating through 3 elements. Okay, then this is holding the index values. So index plus 32. Okay, let us see what it is doing here. So for that, first we will see the difference between that. The ASCII value of capital A is 65. The ASCII value of small a is 97. So let me remove this, and 65. I want to check what is the difference between this 97, and 65. So if I do that, I'll get 32. So that means for the lower case to uppercase, I can change using this 32 value. Okay. So for example, let me see here. In this value, what we are seeing is string of I. That means these are capital values. So we have, if you add this 65 plus 32, then we will get 97. The ASCII value of 97 is small u. So we are converting uppercase to lowercase. This is how we will be converting uppercase to lowercase using the ASCII value. So this is the question for that. So they are given the output. So let us check it. So we got the output. So let us move on to the next question. So in this question, they have given a string 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they have given a int product 1. So I value is 0, and they have given the condition of the same character. Then that means how many times the character is there, it will be work, because other than 0, every number you are given, that is true. So that time it will become true. So I equals 0, then it will be always true until this all the values is done. So I plus plus. So product star equals, so if you do minus 0, so that time you will be converting the string character into the normal number. So what you are doing, you are multiplying these numbers. This is nothing but multiplying all the single digits in a string. So 1 times of 2 is 2, 2 times of 3 is 6, and 6 times of 4 is 24, and after that 24 times of 5 is 120. So we got 120. So if you minus any number with minus character 0, you will get the actual value of the number. So let us move on to the next question. So before that we can run, so you will not have any doubts regarding that it should work or not. So should copy and paste here. So run it. So we got the value 120. So if I give 0 in between any of them, it should return 0. So it is 0. So it is multiplying all the digits inside it. So if I do this, I'll get the value of 3240 here. So let us move on to the next question. So in this question, they have given a string with a pointer pointing to the first value. So the string of 1 is this E and string of 0 is H. So we will be subtracting the both of them. That means E minus H. The ASCII value of E is 101 and the ASCII value of H is 72. So we will get 29. So the output should be 29 here. So let us check it. So let us run it. So we got output 29. So let us see the next question here. In this question, they have given a character array that is nothing but the string. So in this string, they have given Zoho here and the pointer to the third index. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, the last element. They have given if the P is greater than or equals string. That means we have to print the character. So it will print first this character. So after that means 3 greater than or equals this value. So it will print this value and the pointer will be decremented by 1 and this it will be print H, after that O, after that Z. That means it is reversing the string. It is printing the string in the reverse order. So let us copy it. After that, let me paste it here. So then I should run it. So we have successfully reversed the string. So let us move on to the next question. So they have given a string A1, B2 and C3. In this they have declared a sum value 0 and this will point until the string exists, after that I plus plus. So if my string is greater than 0 and less than or equal to 9, that means it is in between the range of digits 0 to 9. I will add the digit and subtract it. That means if my string have any numbers, I will add them and print it. So that is the basic concept of this question. So let us copy it and paste it here. So in this question, let us run it. So if I give any values, then it should add it. So 1 plus 3 4, 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 4 is 12, 12 plus 2 is 16, 16 plus 3 is 19 and 19 plus 3 is 16 plus 3 is 19 and 20. So it is I have some mistakes here, so I will remove these numbers. So let us check once again. 1 plus 4 5 and 5 plus 5 10, 10 plus 3 is 15, 13. It is working. So this is a question that it is used for counting numbers in a string. So in this slide we have covered around 40 questions here. So we'll be covering another 40 questions in the next live. So be make sure to view all those live, so don't miss out these questions. So if you have missed the live, the video will be always available in this YouTube channel. If you want to solve these questions, open this and see this video and solve this. So that's all for this live. So we'll be seeing in the next live.